It was 2006 when this rolled into town. Oh, the B7. The first time that Audi had offered the RS4 as a sedan. Before that always come as a Vance only. But that wasn't what all the excitement was about. My neighbor had one of those, and that's how I woke up every single day. Morning glory. Well, that was the first RS that wasn't turbocharged, that 4.2 litre V8. Fair to say, the Sistine Chapel of engines. But just over 10 years later, there is another sedan that is waking up the neighborhood. Well, sadly, that V8 engine is gone, but Audi revived an engine configuration that served them well in the 80s, the good old 5-cylinder. We first got to see it in 2009 in the TTRS. And since 2010, this 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine has won the best international engine in its class. But it's a right grumpy bugger when you wake her up. I just love that. Good news, obviously the Audi Sports exhaust comes standard, and once you put this car under a bit of load, the flaps in the exhaust actually open. Or of course what you can do is go to Audi's Drive Select, click it into dynamic, and you get that amazing soundtrack. Those elliptical tailpipes are like a church organ. Sing hallelujah. Amazing. It's like an RS4 Mini-Me, but it's not just the flared wheel arches and the RS styling that's turning heads, it's the soundtrack. And incredibly, it's 26 kilograms lighter thanks to some white-coated wizardry that you probably don't really care about. What you do want to know is that they have managed to find 24 kilowatts lying in a cupboard somewhere in Ingolstadt. So your RS3 is now pushing out 294 kilowatts, 480 newton meters. That is plenty of shove. What I love, that shove comes in very low down in the rev range and pushes all the way through relentlessly to 86,000 RPM. That's really impressive. Some figures you might like to know: 0 to 100, 4.1 seconds, top speed 250, but if you ask them really nicely, they can extend that to 280. I've never been a massive fan of Quattro. I've always found it tends to push understeer when you really are getting on it, but each generation of Quattro has got better and better. And with them able to shift the push, the drive, the torque, literally to 100% to the rear, it really has livened up your Quattro driving experience. I mean, obviously on track I'm doing what you shouldn't do. I've turned everything off, and literally it gives you some really nice little oversteer, which I really enjoy. Good job. We know South Africans, we are performance focused. The first time the RS3 came out in South Africa, there was a limited global production run, yet 174 of them found their homes here in SA. The second generation, 265. So the RS badge is popular in South Africa. I think it's very clever then that Audi have brought the sedan to market first. The hatch is only coming out November, but this is the first time that an RS badge has been slapped onto a compact sedan, and they've done a great job. I remember when the A3 came out, I thought, wow, this is a really sexy looking car, and obviously the RS trickery has further enhanced its street cred. It makes all the right sounds, and that is what is critical for the buyer out there. Pricing, interesting. They've managed to bring the sedan in at 925,000, and the hatch when it comes out later is just under 900 at 895. Obviously, to be expected is quite an extensive option list on your RS3. The biggest disappointment for me, and I would have loved it to have been standard, are these really cool RS sport seats. Sure, it comes out with standard sport seats in Napa leather, but I just love the detailing on this. Things like the red brake calipers also are going to be extras. Magnetic ride, do you need it? Probably not. This is good enough as it is. But wow, what a cool car. Audi obviously wanting to re-establish itself in South Africa. We know they're going to do it with cars like the RS. Very nice.